Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. Timmons, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Timmons.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The corner, it's complete.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first.
There. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Timmons.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, And if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. Walford's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 78 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The Colts at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Up the middle they go. It's Johnston. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Timmons. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was a perfect 7 of 7 on that opening drive, the 7th being the touchdown pass. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
The Charles are very
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 9 now.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Dixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he'll go at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense returning to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Timmons. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Complete to right.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up in Lambeau. Buffalo in town to take on Green Bay. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. It's Johnston. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Timmons, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
On first down, Timmons. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over first and 10.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Second and 6.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
He finds his man, complete.
It's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
They'll look to throw again.
This is caught. Touchdown.
A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Washington on 3rd down.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ happen often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Johnston.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle they go. It's Johnston. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Wright's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now here's a throw that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
They find some open field here.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's McCoy. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now McCoy.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCoy.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 38, McCoy.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal.
Mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dominique Robinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, McCoy.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Off play action, McCoy. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, Wentz.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. McCoy.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. A give up the middle to Akers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Xander Horvath, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Barons have taken the lead.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Right back to Pitts again.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Play action. Now Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
2nd and 11.
Now Wentz.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back.
Sure, and we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. Open man. Higbee, the tight end.
2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. McCoy gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. McCoy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. McCoy. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. McCoy. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Barons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wentz again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wentz.
This one swung out to Williams.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wentz going to throw.
Finding Williams on the check down. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Wentz to throw again.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Wentz. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
2nd and 4. Now a toss running left, Akers.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give running right is Spiller.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run it with Spiller. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On 1st and 10, McCoy.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, McCoy over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Akers, touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Wentz. Open man is Myers.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The slant complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A give running right is Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 38, McCoy.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now McCoy. And Thomas has it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Here's McCoy. Caught on the slant. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Barons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it to Williams.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Wentz. flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort, keep trying to keep your quarterback upright, and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On second, here's Algier.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first.
Lakers will get this up to about the 44.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Going right back.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control.